Hey, schoolers, we're going to talk about eBay today. I did a video on Etsy, and today we're going to talk about eBay. I'll also have different types of affiliate links and all different kinds of business opportunities. I'm Cynthia Schiller. We're going to talk about rags to riches on eBay. So let me start the slideshow for you. I'll be taking you into eBay's site. So if you're thinking about starting your own business or just have a couple things laying around the house that you would like to sell, eBay can be a great way to sell some different items. So some of the things you can sell is basically almost anything. It can be brand new, it can be used, it can be put together, it can be like pieces, build your own stuff. You can sell if you're a coin collector or electronics, sometimes vintage. If you have an Atari system, you can sell that. Sports memorabilia, sports equipment. I bought some used ice skates off of eBay, also roller skates. And you can go to different craft shows or garage sales, resale shops. A lot of people make a full-time living off of just reselling. If you're good with name brands or what is vintage or what is even just desired, you can get some great deals and just turn around and make a profit. So the things that you cannot sell body parts. You cannot sell organs. So if you want to donate a kidney, you can't sell it. You can't sell your kids, guys. Also, no firearms or weapons. And I have these cheer outfits on the bottom because I had a cheer or a sewing business, and I had some logos. Like you got the Packers and the Rams and the Buccaneers. So you can sell the cheer outfit or whatever outfit without the licensed logo, but unless you have a commercial license to resell official products, you should really shy away from it or do your own research. I did not get a specific answer on, let's say I found a Green Bay Packer sweatshirt at a garage sale. Am I allowed to sell it to somebody else? So just be cautious on how that comes into play. But also, you cannot sell partially used makeup. So if you try even, let's say, a perfume, and it's not exactly the way, like a cream type, you can't resell that. Anything that you're going to touch, it can cause contamination. Electronic surveillance equipment, they don't want people spying on other people. They may have changed that. This is about a year old, but like I said, no body parts, can't sell people. Grandma's got to stay with you. Sorry. Also, human remains. So if you have a really cool urn, yeah, can't sell grandpa. And also prescription or illegal drugs is not allowed. Lock picking equipment or any items to help commit a crime. You can't sell used underwear, but you can sell used shoes, used sweatshirts, jackets, pants. So also pets and animals, they frown upon, but there are sometimes you can sell like some insects or small fish. So check as the rules change every now and then to see what you are and are not allowed to sell. So to get started, you're going to want to register for an account, and that's free to do. Also register with PayPal. This is the way you can get paid. There's also ways that you can get credit cards, but make sure you only use good pictures. Pictures usually turn out better in natural sunlight or appropriate sunlight or lighting, because it picks up the color and the like depth and the intricacies of it. Make sure you point out any flaws because people will rate you, and your shop rating is like your trust score. So if you have a lower amount of people with feedback or a lot of negative feedback, people aren't going to trust you. So you're also going to want to choose a listing category, whether it's electronics or clothing, but make a great title for your item. This is what attracts people, kind of entice them, or just a very specific. I know when I try to get stuff, I'll type in the search bar what I'm looking for. And, The more specific, the better. It'll help get the right buyers to you. And so you got your title, and then in the description box, which is right under it, you're going to be able to fill in accurate information. Make sure you put all the details. Don't just say a pair of jeans, say a pair of size 7 women's or man, whatever, but size 7 women's jeans, 28 inch inseam. And sometimes too, it's good to measure. The waist is, 14 inches across, and it's bell bottom or straight leg, stretchy, not stretchy. If it's used, you have to let them know that. If it's new with defects, there's a drop-down menu that you can pick from. So they have a listing price, which is, hey, this is my price, either buy it or don't. Sometimes they can do where they send you a best offer, and it's up to you. If you accept it, you can set like a minimum price, or it will go to you for review. So let's say you have a $25 outfit, the lowest you'll take is 20. And I say, well, 20, I'll give you 21, which is even higher. So sometimes it's to your benefit, and it'll just automatically accept it, and then you get your payment. But if I'm only going to offer 18, sometimes you can review that and see if you want to accept that, or you can counter offer. And so there's also the auction, where you got to be careful on this. So let's say you have a grandfather clock that you want to sell, and you start your listing price at a penny to get people bidding. There are the durations that you can do, whether it's 1 day, it's like 3, 5, 7, 10. But you can set how long you want your auction to be for. But once it times out, if there's a bid there, it might get up to 25 cents, and now you got to give away the grandfather clock for that. Some people will set a reserve price. So let's say you're like, I don't want any less than 200. You'll put 200 as a reserve price, and people don't see that. So they start bidding, but a lot of people don't like that. So just be aware of that. Also set your shipping options. Is it, grandfather clock's too big and pickup only? Or are you shipping international, or you only want domestic? You can do that. So if you are shipping international, be aware that the different countries will cost a different amount of money. So when I was selling cheer costumes, Canada was cheap back then. It was, I think, around 1060. Now it's probably like $20, but it was like 1060 to send it. And then it was like $46 to like Germany. So it's like a $36 difference. And I kind of just set it like $15.99. And so, if I had a Canadian buyer, I made a little bit of money. But if it was for, a different country, sometimes I lost like $30 per item. And I was trying to be a good seller, so I followed through on my commitment, but it cost me a lot. So just be aware of that. Also, make sure that if it's like a birthday gift for somebody, that international shipping can get caught up in customs, and it can be months sometimes. Also, people might get irritated and give complaints if they don't receive it quickly. So it's up to you if you want to do international. I have done some, but sometimes it kind of bites you in the butt. So check your listing for accuracy. Make sure there's no typos. I know sometimes you can have like a template where, let's say, Gabrielle's costumes dealing with dancewear, and then I'm selling fishing lures. I'm like, oh, I didn't update it. So it might be like people might get confused on what exactly they're getting. So double check for accuracy, spelling errors, and keep track of your sales. You will, be encouraged to post feedback. So if somebody purchases from you, it's a good idea to say, great buyer, pleasure to work with. They a lot of times develops that trust where they're going to return the favor. So it's not a good idea to kind of like beg for you know, good feedback, like please leave a 5-star review. Don't do that, you know. But get feedback built up quickly. When you start out your store, you're going to want to get credibility, trust going. So you can have some of your friends or family purchase a small item in your shop and leave a review. So that's one way to grow. You don't want to do that the whole time, but to get some credibility. Now, if a buyer doesn't pay, like if they win an auction or if they leave unfair feedback, you can send an invoice to them. And if they're still not paying, you know, you can contact eBay. They're usually pretty good about helping with the situation, but definitely do not ship until your item is paid for. If the buyer doesn't reply in a few days, you can open a dispute. So contact eBay. I have through Skool Network. If you sign up, I'm there to help you guys. I'll also have some classes on, you know, eBay, Etsy, affiliate links. I got this whole package of other things too, but I'm here to help you guys. Skool Network. I will post that in the comments so you guys can join, keep in contact with me, and I can answer some questions for you. But you can also offer the winning item to other bidders. So you got to wait on that first person, the highest bidder. But if they don't pay, they kind of ghost you. After a certain amount of time, you can offer that to the second highest bidder and so forth. And if you have unfair feedback, just let eBay know. But they will leave it up if it's like a legit unfair review, you know. So if I said, you know, extra large women's jeans and I send out, you know, like a 2T kids outfit, you know, they'll be like, okay. And sometimes too, just making it right. Like, oh my gosh, like I did this summer. I ordered used life jackets off of eBay. It was a 2-pack and she sent 2 life jackets, but I was like, I don't remember doing this one. And she sent the wrong life jacket and she sent me the correct one. She made good on it. So, you know, she reached out to me like, oh, I noticed I shipped the wrong package. Don't worry about it. You don't have to ship it back. I will get you the right one. And, you know, sometimes that little bit of loss makes a difference to where you're not going to get negative feedback. Sometimes people might be irritated if you're like, what do you mean? I got to go drop it off at the post office or set something up to have it picked up. So in my class, I ask them if they're ready to explore eBay and write some comments down, guys. Feel free to ask questions as we go through the eBay site. So let's see if I can do this. Hold on, guys. I got so many things I had to move around. All right, let's see if I can just get into my eBay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead just because I'm recording this and this is a little different. I'm just going to reshare my screen. It's already up and that way I make sure that you guys can see it. So I just logged in today. I don't use eBay all that much. But I'll show you my so I have, if you can see this, I have 2,781 stars. And that is like the trust. That's from the stuff that I've purchased. So it breaks it down to thank you for an easy, pleasant, good buyer, prompt, good communication, pleasure to do business with. Super customer, thank you for a delightful, great buyer, prompt payment. So lately I've just been purchasing, but when I had my store, you go into selling, and welcome back to selling. It's been a while. So go back to selling by updating your account. Man. 100%. Check it out. I didn't realize I have 100%. Oh, way to go. Yay, Cynthia. So listings, let's see what I can get you guys. Create a listing. Okay. I don't know if I got to do too much. So here, describe your item. We're just going to say, oh, I don't know, women's Levi jeans, size 7. Okay. Why does it say search? Okay, so I can search. It's been a little bit of time since I've done this. Add details. So I got the brand, I got the size, a size type. I'm gonna say, let's say juniors, and it can have some comparison. The style, is it going to be bootleg, skinny? So you can do this with whatever product. It can kind of make it easier. Down here, continue without a match. New with tags, you're going to select what the item is like. So we're going to say new without tags. Let's say my mom got me a pair of jeans, took the tags off, and they are brand new, but I don't have the tags. So be careful, because sometimes people want to give gifts with a tag on because they fear that maybe somebody thinks it's a used item. Or new with imperfections, pre-owned, and you can assess, is it excellent, good, fair? And then you just continue on, and made some updates. Edit inline. So right here, you're gonna upload from your computer. So I'm just going to do profile pic. I'm not going to list this, but so you find a picture that you would like, and you just upload it. And then right here you can add in up to 12 to 12, 18, I don't know. Subtitle, if you want to do I don't know, a subtitle like where it's, let's see, like cowgirl jeans. Okay, so let's say people just want jeans and now they want something where it's like a cross, or let's say Halloween costume because they are a certain way. So you can list it in women's clothing, you can give a subtitle, and I wouldn't suggest spending $2 to do that, but that's up to you. So here it shows the category, item specifics. It can, whatever helps the purchase go through better. And it even helps you, like, I don't know what a low rise is. It kind of gives you a little bit of information. That's real important. And so I pre-listed the brand. You can choose unbranded. So if you made this yourself, you're going to do homemade, but that would be considered unbranded unless you're a famous designer. And you just go through, fill in the different specifics. And this can be optional. You do not have to put in a UPC, but sometimes people are like, I can only see the UPC on this previous pair of jeans, and they can type in the UPC and pull it up. And then variations. This is if I am able to sell all different sizes. So I have size 7, but I also have size 9, 11, and a 12. I can put those in there. And the new without tags, condition description. You could say excellent or perfect, or small tear where the tag should have been, or frayed hem. It gives you some examples of flaws that are, this item has staining, and see right there how you can hover over it. So make sure your pictures are good and they show that. Write a detailed description of your item, or save time and let AI draft it for you, which I didn't have. You might want to try the AI, but double check that AI got the information correctly. So this is what I was talking about as far as the format with the buy it now or auction. We're just to show you. Recommended price. Oh, that's nice. Free shipping 50%. So right here, they're saying half of the people are selling this with free shipping. So as far as free shipping, prices have really gone up at the post office, but for ease of numbers, let's say I want to sell the jeans for $10. It's $5 for shipping. So it's going to cost $15 for the jeans. And people are like, I don't want to pay $5 for a $10 pair of jeans. And a lot of people won't buy from you. What's really odd, the psychology behind sales is if you say $14.99 or $15 and free shipping, it's the same exact price. Uh, but people will buy the higher price with the free shipping. So you can finagle your prices that way too. Quantity, be careful on this. So if did 10, but you didn't update the price to reflect $190, $194, you might be locked into sending out 10 pairs of jeans for $19. So now we did do the auction on this example. So the minimum offer, let's say I'm like, no, these are decent jeans. I'm not going under $5. You can do that and the bid will start at $5. Auto accept, fine, $4 is fine. And as that's something to think about. So schedule your listing. Your listing goes live immediately unless you select a date when you want to start it. So let's say my sister is like, I got some cool Levi jeans. I'm mailing them, but you won't get them till Friday. So I'm like, okay, I'm not listing that till Friday. So you can get it all prepared and then put it out. Or let's say, Halloween just happened and you have some downtime and you're like, well, Christmas is coming, but I want to wait till after Thanksgiving. And so you can spend the, Thanksgiving holiday and just kind of postpone the listing till closer to Christmas. Take advantage of holiday sales. And you're gonna have to do the standard shipping. It's important to know the weight. So depending on your item, you either get a large scale or food scale. I have most of my stuff, like my cheer outfits were around 12 ounces. If something is over 13 ounces, you're going to want to take it to the post office. You can't just mail it unless it has like a shipping label. So be cautious on that. So right here, the buyer pays almost $15 to over $43. And is that because it's international? Unless that might be cautious if you allow them to do overnight shipping, because then you got to get it to them overnight. So you might just want to do the priority, or you can offer free shipping. But right here, $14.90, if you only charge $15 for those jeans, it's all eaten up already with the shipping. So just be aware of that. And it depends. Some of you guys might be my Canadian friends or overseas. Your shipping prices are going to be different. I know in China, as far as today or recently, that they can ship stuff that, like I think I got this necklace for like $3-4, but it's pretty heavy. It's fake rhinestones, but it's just a couple bucks, maximum $6. But I think it's like, I don't know, we'll say $3. But for me to send this to you in America, I'm going to be paying probably the full price, $6-7 just for the shipping. So, and that comes all the way, but priority. Oh, this is interesting. Basic access. What is this? Promote your listing. Competitive salary. 52% of items in jeans are promoted right now. That might be highly competitive. That might be if you have like a high dollar pair of jeans. There are some that go for over $100. List it for free. Sometimes they do give you some bonuses. If you want, you can donate a portion to charity, and you'll get a final value fee discount for sold items. So you can read up on that and learn more. You can save this for later if we want to preview it. I'm like, I don't know, is that good? So here you see, all right, it's going to have my name. It's going to have my rating, so people will see this, the item. This is, don't post a picture of you. I just don't have stuff on my computer. Post a picture of the jeans, and you can add extra ones. So this would be a pair of jeans, not your picture. You can have your picture in your profile picture. So sorry if that's confusing. It'll say condition, new with tags. This is what they can do. If the buyer, or if you're kind of shopping around, you can make an offer. I don't want to pay $10. I only want to pay $8. You can make the offer. If I want to come back as a buyer and see this, like, is anybody going to buy it? Or let me talk to my daughter, see if she wants this, and then I'll come back later tonight to buy it. It might still be there. And the shipping, this is what's nice. So calculate, will it do it? Maybe you got to check out, or maybe it has to be active, but you can go to the United States USPS to calculate how much it costs to go to a certain zip code. And let me see if there's anything else I want to show you. But there's a lot to it, but once you learn it, it's really not all that bad. And like I said, if you join Skool Network, I can give you the ins and outs on how to not have different errors that will end up costing you. Just like, I lost like $30 every time somebody international other than Canada purchased some of my items. And you can this is, you purchase this at saved sellers. You can save them. Hopefully people, you can even add that in your description. Make sure to save to come back and shop later. Payments, preferences, my collection, messages, this right down here on the bottom. You're going to want to check your messages. Somebody might say, hey, do you have those in a size 9? I didn't see it. It said sold out. And you can say, oh yeah, I can relist it. I have more in stock. Or you can communicate, no, but I have a size 13. Does that work? And these will have your orders. It's nice that you can see all the orders, any open returns. Right here is how you print your shipping label. And like I said, if you guys have questions, would like some guidance, I have in my Skool Network a way to learn more. You can relist if you need to. You can sometimes put something off for a while. And like I said, I haven't sold in a while, but is this something I said? No, these are from other people. Here, if you have problems, you can report a buyer, seller discussion board, purchase history, eBay shipping supplies, report a buyer. So there's a lot to it, but I'm here to help you guys along the way. Hope that was helpful. And, I learned all this on my own, but there are tips and tricks to make sure you maximize your profits and stay within the guidelines. I'm here to help you. Please like and subscribe and join Skool Network. I will leave the link in the comments so you guys can contact me. And if you need guidance, I'm here for you. All right. Have good, all tongue tied. Have a great day, and topic requests are always welcome.